want to take this at it, but she has childcare issues with her granddaughter. She helps her daughter take care of her granddaughter. She's got to tie up some loose ends at home. And so all we're asking, Judge, is if she can turn herself in a couple of weeks so that she can tie up those loose ends at home. She said that she'd be clean today if you wanted to test her.
Oh yeah, let's do a UA today. All right, do you need any water?
Edward Bartolo may be having Ms. Zavala. She's on bond, Your Honor, ready and present.
All right, we're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objections, state or defense?
No objection from the defense, Your Honor.
Mrs. Zavala, I'm showing you a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Appear by Video. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, I'm showing you the acknowledgement of discovery. Have you received all the discovery in this case? And did you review it with your client?
I have and we have, Your Honor.
Ms. Zavala, I'm showing you what's entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication or Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily consented to appear by video. The court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Zavala, I'm showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Judge, we are proceeding on the lesser included of less than a gram and on an attempt of less than a gram. So class A misdemeanor.
Any objections?
No objection, Your Honor. It's our understanding of the reduction, Your Honor.
Ms. Zavala, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you electronically sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
State is proceeding on the lesser included offense of attempted possession of a controlled substance, penalty 1, less than 1 gram. That's a class A misdemeanor. The range of punishment is anywhere up to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail and up to a $4,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea bargain agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that the court would grant your application for deferred adjudication? If for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could sentence you up to a $4,000 fine and up to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses to this offense?
She has, Your Honor, and we've thoroughly discussed the case and possible defenses, Judge.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
I believe she does, Your Honor.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I believe she is, and I believe she was, Your Honor.
Ms. Zavala, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea bargain agreement to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Next, I'm showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that page with your attorney and did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea bargain agreement, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of attempted possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram, $200 fine, recommend deferred adjudication, and $57 to San Antonio Police Department for drug testing. Did you understand that was the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea bargain agreement?
It's our understanding of the agreement, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Judge.
Next, I'm showing you the paragraph entitled Waiver of Appeal. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
Not at this time, Your Honor, in light of the offer.
Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement, the state is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 2 years and there be a TAP evaluation. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offense is charged, then to the offense of possession, attempted possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
No, Your Honor, it was no contest, Your Honor, I believe. It's what she blocked in the box.
All right, Ms. Zavala, are you pleading no contest?
Yes, ma'am.
After reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court finds there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, the court will defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Your Honor, asked the court to waive PSI.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, my client would like the court to follow the plea bargain agreement. I've talked with her about the case, Your Honor, and about her situation. She'd asked the court to grant her deferred adjudication. Outpatient treatment is recommended, Your Honor, in this particular case, and I believe she's a member of the NA community already, Judge.
All right, Ms. Zavala, who is Mark Anthony Marino?
He is my friend.
All right, is he your boyfriend or
No,
was he your boyfriend?
No, ma'am. He is truly just a friend. He's a gay in the gay community.
Okay. All right. Are you employed?
Yes, ma'am. Through Texas Personnel.
Doing what?
Catering.
All right. If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
Negative, ma'am.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. Court is going to sentence you to a $200 fine that will be probated, 2 years deferred adjudication, restitution of $57 to San Antonio Police Department, no contact with Mark Anthony Marino,
Yes, ma'am.
proof of employment within 15 days,
Yes, ma'am.
no employment as a home health care provider or in any occupation that involves minors. UA hotline for 2 months. If negative UAs, then it will switch to regular UAs. Regular Zoom reporting or in person. And 80 hours of community service restitution, or you can pay $7.25 per hour to the San Antonio Food Bank. Rebecca, is there anything else she needs?
No, ma'am.
Ms. Zavala, is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, ma'am.
All right, next I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
State of Texas versus Annette Zavala. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Defense.
James Milan for the defendant.
Are you Ms. Zavala?
Yes.
Showing you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision and Supplemental Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt. I'm sorry, that's something else. All right, did you review this document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Annette Zavala who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2021 CR 2982B for the offense of attempted possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram, on May 26, 2021 for a period of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 23 on or about the 19th day of April 2023 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Annette Zavala, did then and there fail to submit to drug testing as directed by the supervision officer in violation of condition number 23.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Your Honor, state waives all the violations.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor. In fact, she actually did complete her community service hours and all that stuff.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 23, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 1 year in the Bear County Jail and up to a $4,000 fine?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 23? You need to speak up.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there an agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. It's to extend the probation term to 2 years and amend the residential treatment with SATIV followed by aftercare.
And Judge, we're in agreement with that. The only issue we would ask the court is if she could turn herself into SATIV or begin the wait for a bed in a couple of weeks. This is our first setting, but she does want to take the SATIV, but she has childcare issues with her granddaughter. She helps her daughter take care of her granddaughter. She's got to tie up some loose ends at home. And so all we're asking, Judge, is if she can turn herself in a couple of weeks so that she can tie up those loose ends at home. She said that she'd be clean today if you wanted to test her.
Oh, yeah, let's do a UA today. All right, do you need any water?
No.
All right, we're going to do a UA.
Habitual evading.
Is it on foot or vehicle?
Vehicle, they're offering 25.
Well, that's the minimum, I guess.
Yeah, well, yeah, we have one initial one of the enhancements. See that.
Yeah. All right, we're back on the record in 2021 CR 2982B, State of Texas versus Annette Zavala. What are the drug results?
Your Honor, there were, the results were positive for methamphetamines and amphetamines. Ms. Zavala provided a list of her prescription drugs, and there was one prescription when we looked at the drug list for these particular drugs that she was positive for. It was not listed on that drug list. We did do a little Google search to see what we can find out. It says that it can come up false positive, but it does not indicate what it can come up false positive for.
Okay.
Your Honor, she swears she did not use any illegal drugs. It looks as though hydroxyzine camoate will make false positives. We have a list of the medications that she's taking, and that's the one that we believe may have created a false positive.
Okay. No, I understand. I was just trying to figure out mentally where she is, but my decision wasn't going to be based on whether or not she was positive or negative. It was just whether or not what you all were requesting would be appropriate or not. So my decision on revoke or not revoke was not going to be based upon that. All right. Is there anything else from either party?
No, Your Honor.
All right. The court found violation of condition number 23 true. The court is going to find you guilty. The court is going to revoke. The court will sentence you to 30 days in the Bear County Jail. Give you credit for any time served. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it? All right. You have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you are in deferred adjudication. Do you understand? All right. They're going to take you into custody. The clerk will see if you actually have the amount of time you have available.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
You may be excused.